So we're going to start with Love Letter, which is a very, very simple card game. Basically, the core of it is you have a hand of one card. And each of the cards has a particular ability. And ultimately, they all have a value between 1 and 8. And by the end of the round, you want to have the card with the highest value.
Yeah.
Although there are other ways to eliminate players as you go, and yes, this will go. We will not play Go, but the stream itself will go.
And
yes,
so,
Love Letter.
So for the game itself, it comes with the cards. There are 16 cards. And it comes with 4 sets of rules because it can be played for up to 4 players, I believe. And then you've got these are basically win tokens, so when you win a round, you get a token. And then your instruction booklet. It's very simple, not very expensive, but really simple, and there's a lot of strategy that can be had, more so than you would think for something with just a few cards.
The lore of the game is essentially that you are writing a love letter to the princess of this kingdom, and
this lady who's looking real good. She's a snack.
The card in your hand represents who it is that which person has your letter.
Yeah.
That is essentially the plot. The person that you have as your one card in your hand is the person who has your letter. And you want to get your letter in the hands of the person closest to the princess, because whoever has their letter in the hands of the person closest to the princess has basically that's how your letter gets to them.
Right. So there are 8 different types of cards. The first lowest point value is the guard card, and the guard allows you.
Let me look and see if that's visible at all.
Allows you to guess. Choose a non-guard card name a non-guard card and choose another player. And that if that person has that card, then they're out of the round. So basically, it's like, do you have X card? And if they do have X card, then they're out, and you automatically win that round.
It's a guessing game, which is easier than it might seem because there's a very finite number of cards.
Right.
So counting cards is viable.
It is, and the way that the game works when you have 2 players, you actually take out each turn. You have to take out 3 cards and put them.
It's only 3.
Put them aside. You place them face up so that you know which cards are not in the round and which cards are not in play, so that you can strategize against those 3 cards. Mm-hmm. And it helps the game be more viable. But
so there's a cut. So you either win a round by having the highest value card at the end of the round, or by knocking all of the other players out of the round, which different cards have the ability to do that.
Yeah.
The card, the guard card, is if you correctly guess what the other person has. If you correctly guess what the other person has, then they're out of the round. And in a 2-player game like this one, that means you just win. If someone the princess herself is one of the cards, that's the best card to have at the end of the round. But there are some cards that when you play them have the ability to cause someone to discard a card. And if someone is forced to discard the princess, that basically represents the princess having the love letter and throwing it into a fire. And so then you lose.
Mm-hmm. So for the setup, you basically have your 16 cards, and you're gonna remove the top card from the deck without looking at it. If you're playing a 2-player game, you're going to take the top 3. You place them to the side, and then you play them face up. So we've got, hopefully you can see them.
The princess is out of the round.
The princess and 1 guard and 1 priest. Now you have a list of cards.
Let me see if that's visible.
That they give you, and it tells you how many of each type of card there are. So there's only 1 princess, there are 2 priests, and there are 4 guards. So you just have to, 5 guards, and you have to sort of guess what the other player has.
Yeah, you can't really, like, you can kind of tell, like, the color and the general, like, look of the card, but you can't really tell what they are. So, we should probably point out, the cards are numbered 1 to 8. They all have different abilities. This is a priest, it is number 2. This is a guard, it's number 1. This is the princess, it's number 8. So the princess is not in this round at all.
Okay, so to start, each player gets 1 card, and that's their hand, and you keep it a secret. You don't want the other player to know what you have. The person who went on a date most recently.
Oh yeah.
This doesn't work, so.
Which one of us played a dating game most recently?
I think that would be both of us.
Dream Daddy?
I guess. So that doesn't work.
Do you count Yakuza?
I guess. Yeah, so you can go first.
Depends on how you play it.
So the turn is basically you're going to draw the top card from the deck and add it to your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Then you choose one of the 2 cards that you have and discard it face up in front of you. And apply any effect on the card you discarded. You must apply its effect, even if it's bad for you.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So.
Yeah, the general flow of play is pick a card, play a card.
Yeah.
And turn soundboard on. So.
Kiryu is the princess. He must be rescued at all costs, but he will just end up doing the rescuing, so.
He'll rescue himself. That's basically the plot of Zero. Alright, so you start with 1 card, and 1 card is your base hand. You pick a card, and then you just play a card. You decide which one you want to keep, which one you want to play. I have a guard, so I'm just going to wildly guess that you have a prince. Okay.
No.
Well, then that's all I got.
Okay.
Soundboard will be opened in a second, or 10 or 15 or however long it takes. I forgot. Can you hear us okay? Because we're fairly far from the mic, but I turned the gain up. So, and is it okay versus music and all that good stuff?
I have a guard also.
Okay.
Baron?
No.
Okay.
You're not looking at the screen, so it's fine.
The stream's not open, so I can't screen cheat like I was doing to Justin earlier. We were playing President, and he was streaming it, and I had my Switch here, but I had his card. I could see what his hand was. Yeah. I didn't realize. I looked up and I was like, "Wow, you got a lot of 2s." And Holland was like, "Oh wow, I can see your whole hand." And he was like, "Oh, this is so not fair." So then he had to drop the screen down so that we couldn't see. Anyway.
Okay, thank you, Mel. I'm gonna play another guard.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna guess that you have. What did you play? Oh, you played a guard. Do you have a king?
No.
Well, there's only 1 king.
Go fishing.
Basically.
Okay. I'm gonna play a handmaid, which until my next turn, nothing that they do doesn't affect me.
Yeah. So I can't. She's basically protected from anything that I try to do to her. So if I ask to see her hand, or if I have to, or if I tell her to discard something, she doesn't have to. I will counter that by doing the exact same thing.
I'm a wall, your glue, it bounces off me, sticks to you, but it doesn't stick at all because we both did the same thing. Okay.
It's a bit like Kumal, except there's no lying. Like you can't.
Yeah, you can't deceive people. I mean, you could try.
Well, I mean,
there's only 16 cards. There's not a lot.
You can't use a power of a card you don't have.
Sure.
That's the whole thing with coups. You can just pretend you're able to do something, and someone has to call you out to stop you. This is your powers are limited by what's in your hand. But other than that, kind of similar.
Okay, I'm gonna play Prince. Prince allows me to pick any player. That's you. Or me. It could be me if I wanted to, and then discard his or her hand, or their hand, and then draw a new card. So please discard and draw a new card.
Okay.
Is it the sexy lady?
It's the sexy lady.
Oh.
I had the countess, which is the highest value card since the princess is out of the round. The countess is great because she doesn't actually have any power when I'm trying to use a term here that doesn't sound like have sex with her. But when you lay her down. But it's a whole thing where you can't if you have her in your hand and you pick the king or a prince, you have to get rid of her because it's like a scandal.
Yeah.
All right, now I drew a new hand.
Okay, your turn.
Oh, now I have to actually draw my. I'm gonna play the Baron. The Baron will essentially end this round. The Baron's power is, first of all, look at this sleazeball. I hate this guy. I keep putting this up to the camera and I hope you can see it.
Got a reflection because it's got a card cover, but that's okay. Anyway, sleazeball.
Alright, so basically, when you play the Baron, you choose another player at the table, and you compare the value of your hand, and whoever's got the lower number is out.
Okay.
Which, again, 2-player game, so it's you or me.
Okay.
So
1, 2, 3, go.
Tet!
So I get a token. Then we.
Oh, that was not clear what happened.
I had a king, and he had a prince. So 6 is bigger than 5, and I win. Basically.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem with these cards, Mel, because they all have plastic card covers.
Okay, so then you shuffle again. You do the same thing. What do you want to play to? 4?
I think you play to 5.
5. Okay.
Since we're not explaining the whole round, they'll go faster now.
So
But it's entirely possible to have a round literally last.
Here's who's
one
out
turn.
this round. Oh.
Oh.
1 guard, 1 baron, and the countess.
Now this is important because there's different numbers of each type of card. There's 5 guards. There are 2 priests, 2 barons, 2 handmaids, 2 princes, and then 1 king, 1 countess, and 1 princess.
So it's interesting about the baron. The rule book actually has a whole header that just says honesty, and it says a player could cheat when chosen with the guard, or fail to discard the countess when that player has the king or prince in the hand. We suggest that you don't play with knaves who cheat at fun light games.
Yeah.
Basically, there are possibilities people could lie, like in Coup, but
there's an honor system thing.
yeah.
Because if you have a guard and it's okay, do you have this card? They could have it, but then say no.
It actually says 7, but let's just go to 5 so we can get into it.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, you go first?
I mean,
Is it whoever wins the last round?
I
think there's a whole
rule book.
I think there's a whole thing about whoever won the last round has the princess's favor.
The winner, yes, that is correct.
So you go first.
We'll play a guard and guess that you have a guard. I'm just kidding. You can't do that actually.
That's
you can't.
the only thing you can't.
The card
guess.
specifically says name a non-guard card, so I'm going to guess priest.
You guessed incorrectly.
Okay, then it's your turn. It's a good thing that turn isn't over, or the game isn't over when you guess wrong, because there are 5
Otherwise, it's
guards.
when would you ever play that card?
Right.
It's also the reason they say name a non-guard card. Because,
Yeah, because there are 5 guards.
guards are literally 30% of the deck.
Yeah.
So, I will also play a guard, and guess you have a handmaid.
No.
Okay.
So I played a handmaid, so I'm gonna ignore anything that he tries to do to me next round.
Alright, I'd like to see your hand.
The priest allows you to look at the other player's hand.
But...
Oh. Well, I didn't. You said it.
You were supposed to say no.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I just do whatever you ask. Well, fine. Now you know.
You're very sweet.
I know.
Alright, well, I'm sorry I know what you have now.
It's fine.
I almost couldn't because the glare was really bad, but...
Why don't you show me what you have and we'll be even?
No!
You didn't play one. You can't say no.
You're right. Neither can you.
That's true. Well, let's see it. Oh. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, what are you going to do about it? Probably something.
Yep. It's your turn.
Actually, I'm going to play the handmaid. You're going to do nothing. I'm in a precarious situation here, because that handmaid protects me for 1 turn.
Yep.
But if she, now that she knows I have the princess, she can, just try to play something.
Alright, I'll play the prince. Choose any player to discard his or her hand, which doesn't affect you, but...
But it would have won you the round.
It might have. Because if you have the princess,
Yes!
you end up...
Baron. Who's got the higher point?
Damn it! Okay, fine. See, I was gonna play the king and make you trade with me so that I had the princess.
I would have ignored that too.
I know. Here's your token.
Thanks.
Okay. You want to do a shuffle?
I mean, there's 16 cards. It doesn't need that much shuffling.
Don't mind me, just gonna have a sip.
Product placement. Not that either of these cameras are close enough to the action to see what the hell is going on anywhere.
Yeah. So basically, I guess we need to make a wish list of how to make this better. And if you have ideas or suggestions on how to improve this setup so that we can do better, please let us know. The princess is out.
Princess is out of the round. One of the handmaids and one of the priests.
Oh, shit. Okay. You won. You get to go.
I will start. I will start by playing a guard and suggesting. Hold your. I almost saw. Hold. I didn't see. Which is gonna sound real suspicious if I guess wrong, or if I guess right. Okay, law of averages. A baron.
No.
Okay. It's the only card left in the deck that there's actually more than 2 of. So. Oh, I guess princess.
Can I see? Okay.
Just a guard. Nothing special.
Okay.
I have a guard, everybody. Okay. I'm gonna play that guard since you know I have it anyway. And say you have a prince. Yes!
Did you just stall for 1 turn and you actually saw it?
No, I didn't.
Okay, great.
I literally just, with a priest and a handmaid out of the deck, there was one of everything except barons and princes.
Sure.
So I just picked those 2. So most of these rounds don't actually last until...
Not very long, yeah, no. The first one was kind of long.
Well, I mean, with barons in the deck, and the fact that there's only the 2 of us, the baron is the baron is a round ender.
Here's what we got here. Guard. Oh shit. 2 guards.
Okay.
And a handmaid.
Okay. Alright, I'll start. I'm gonna play a priest. What do you have? A guard. Okay. She's got a guard, so that's 3 of the guards accounted for.
Baron.
No. I have a prince. The prince sort of looks like a regal Brad Pitt. Like, I almost called him Brad Prince, but like we can call him that. It works.
It kind of does, actually. I bet the person who designed this card was like, who's a princely looking guy? Sure.
Why not?
Okay.
So yeah, discard your hand. Oh! She had the countess.
Okay.
Big number go down.
Handmade.
No.
Okay.
Well, now yes.
Fine.
You can see it. I played the same card I picked up. Oh, fuck. No, wait. I played the handmade, so I don't have to do that, but I kind of gave myself away.
Interesting. Okay, your turn.
Yeah, Baron!
Yeah!
Yeah, keep that princess! Yeah! That is like the second time I've won a round like that. Where I'm like, okay, you know I have the princess, I need a Baron. Yeah, Baron!
I was gonna guess princess when I had the chance, and I didn't do it, and now I'm a little perturbed. Not mad or anything, just
You gotta
live dangerously.
You gotta just trust your instincts. Never give up.
You gotta stop. Don't give up. Alright, out for this round.
Princess
Maybe I have
out.
a chance.
I've done pretty well getting the princess. So, you played the prince and I was like, oh no, I have to discard the prince. No, I don't. Oh no, I already said it.
Yeah. Said the quiet part out loud.
Yeah, I did. I did. Guess I'll play handmade. Just protect me from whatever you want to do. Guard, but you don't get to.
Yeah, so there's no point.
Let's play Prince. Discard what you got. It's just another guard. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Handmade,
Ignore,
so you're
handmade.
gonna ignore me next round. Since we're ignoring things anyway, I will play the Baron so that we don't actually have to do that.
Okay. And what sucks about the Countess card, like, if you're playing factually and you're not lying,
Yep.
if you draw a card of a king or a prince in your hand, and you have the Countess already, you have to discard her so the
Yep.
other player knows that you have a king or a prince.
Mm-hmm.
So they can...
One of the princes is already played. So...
It's either the king or a prince. Unless you have the other prince, then you know that the other person is the king.
Well, I suppose what I can do now is I can play the king. And I can ask you to trade me cards. Oh, wait! No! Oh, wait, yeah, okay. I was looking at the card in my hand and I was like, wait. So what I've done is I have traded her the priest, which allows her to look at my hand. But since she gave me her hand, that does her no good because she already knows what it is. And now I have the higher point value.
Yeah, so...
Actually, the highest point value, because
That's
Princess is
available,
out,
yeah.
Countess is out, King is out, and one of the princes is out. And she knows I have the other prince, so everything else has to be lower than that.
Show me the card, I already know what you
It's a
have.
prince!
It's a prince! It's
Woo!
Brad Prince. Hit.
It's Brady Prince Jr.
Okay, so there's only one chance for me to actually be able to win. at this point.
I'm gonna play the priest. Let me see what you got.
So, I know what this card is. I think I just won.
Oh no!
You have a prince!
God damn it!
Yay! All of your hard work did not pay off.
I set the whole thing up.
Oh, that was actually great.
That was a great round.
Oh, it's the comeback queen. We played 5 rounds, but...
Oh, I thought we were playing to 5 score.
Okay.
Not out of 5.
Okay. That's fine. I'm fine with this.
Okay.
I'm still losing, so...
By 1 round.
Yeah. There's that out for this round. Guard, guard, guard.
Wow, okay. Guard that for lunch. You go first this time.
Princess.
No.
Okay. I live dangerously.
I mean, like, if
Just
you'd
had to
gotten
know.
it, it would have been big. Big if true. Let's just end this quick. Baron. Tie. We both had princes. I figured I had a pretty good shot.
So does it make sense? I hope it makes sense that we did the decent job of explaining the rules. I know it's
hard.
We could do more to like read the skills that they have, I guess, as we play them. But.
This is gonna be harder in Tyrants.
Yeah.
But there's more. There's at
Some
least
of you already know what Tyrants
There's
is,
at least a board to look at for There's at least a board to look at for Tyrants, so you'll be able to get the general game information. And we'll just have to read out what the cards do.
So tie, but I won the round previously, so.
Yeah, we'll just carry over.
I got priest. Let me see your hand.
A priest.
Okay.
Alright. Well, since you know that, what do you got? Ho 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 ho!
I have a princess.
Okay. Noted. So she has to keep the... Shit.
Baron, show me your hand.
Babe.
Winner.
Not that it matters. If you have princess and you play Baron, you're like...
Yeah.
That's it. That's the round. Take your score.
It's tied.
We're back to a tie.
I love how this can draw out or it can go really quick and it keeps the game interesting.
Literally the last round, I just tried to end it on turn 1. I'm like, Prince is pretty good. She hasn't really had a time to work something good into her hand yet. That's like the same thing as before.
Yeah. So we have
King.
one guard, 1 prince, and 1 king out.
Yep.
Okay.
You're still up. I have a handmaid.
Okay.
What do you have? What the hell? This is an exact
I shuffled. You saw me.
Those are the same 3 cards that are out. This is the first 2. This is the same 2 cards that we played, and we have the exact same 2 cards in our hand. If you pick a Baron and win right now. Okay, she didn't.
Handmaid?
Yeah.
I actually forgot for a minute what you had after that. So I was like, oh no, did he have a prince? I don't remember. Okay, I guess handmaid. I feel like that's what it was. Here, you shuffle this time. I feel like I didn't do a good job.
I mean, the odds of that happening randomly are like not impossible because again, 16 cards in the whole set.
Yeah.
It's not like Tyrants where there's like 150 and we're playing with half the cards.
Now, if we play Tyrants and we get all those dragons up front again, that was crazy. Last time we played.
Yeah.
Woo.
It was just Thursday.
It's true.
Tyrants is a more complicated game, and so we had to play like a practice round on Thursday because I think we were both not sure that we'd remember how to play. But we picked it up pretty well, so.
Guard, Baron.
Okay. That's different.
Okay.
All right, you're up. This is for the win.
What you got?
I have a prince.
Okay.
I saw the next card in the deck. I gotta. because that's not fair.
Mm-hmm.
I accidentally picked up 2. What do you have? Huh. Oh, shit. Okay. Your turn.
Prince?
Yeah, that's what I got.
That's okay, you'll probably beat me at Tyrants. So that's Love Letter. It's really simple, pretty cheap.
It works well enough with 2 players.
It's probably much more fun with more players.
Well, I don't know about more fun, but like there's definitely more like it's a very quick hitting game with 2 players because it's just like you knock someone out of the round and
that's the end of the round.
That's the end of the round. But like when you've got 3 or 4 people in the round, then like knocking someone out of the round, like you have to. There's more decisions to make in terms of like whose hand do you want to see?
I did that way wrong. I don't know.
I was like, you're putting the bottom in like on top.